Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit.
You're looking live at the chicane at Monza. Event number 4, the LATAM GP Open Summer GTE and GT3 Spectacular. Some nice weather conditions here in Italy for round 4. Clear skies, 20 degrees Celsius, and a full field of GT3 and GTE cars. Looks like Alex Trevor out there right now. Going through some hard braking into the Parabolica. And now out onto the front stretch. Trevor now working through the chicane. As you see the lap times pop up into the top left of the screen. Sanchez 3rd, Campbell 4th, Corey in 5th. There's Trevor. He's been the man a lot of nights. Question is, can he put it all together here this evening? Trevor now working towards the 2 right-hand 90-degree corners at the top of the course. Kevin Ayers up into 3rd with a 1:45.7. Good time for the North Carolinian. Sanchez 4th overall, 1st in class for the GT3s. Walters 5th overall, 2nd in class, and Lockwood 6th overall, 3rd in class. Now Castillo times in 8th overall. Tyler Campbell 7th right now. We'll see what he can do on lap number 2. JP Alfonso is going to time in 5th in class. As you still ride with Alex Trevor through Parabolica, Anthony James up into 5th. And there's Trevor onto the front stretch. There you see a Lamborghini stopping on the front stretch. Spawn in 3rd. Looks like Walters, who was stopped there. 2nd in class, 8th overall for Walters. And D'Alessandro goes quick, P5. Bumps Ayers back to 6th. Spawn in 3rd, Salazar 4th. D'Alessandro in 5th. There's D'Alessandro. Working up into the 2nd chicane. Oh, problems for D'Alessandro under braking. He goes around. And it looks like that will shut it down for his qualifying attempt. Now here's Tavares in the Audi. Looks like he's calling it a day back to pit road. Dominguez out there as well, 7th quick in the BMW. Now there's Corey, currently sitting 8th quick in class. Coming down the backstretch into the open radius, final turn on this course. Qualifying just lapping up. We'll see what Corey can do here on his final lap. Did not improve any. He'll sit 16th overall. Vaughn 3rd, Salazar 4th, D'Alessandro 5th, Ayers 6th, Dominguez 7th, James 8th. Then you get into the GT3 cars. This is Ray Dominguez in the 23. 1.1 second behind Kevin Ayers. We'll see if he can pick it up here on lap 2. Into the Parabolica he goes to close this one off. And to the line, Dominguez. Does he go any quicker? Picked up a bit of speed, but not enough to topple Ayers at a 6th spot. Dominguez gets woed up in the BMW, and that looks like it will wrap up qualifying. Looks like no time for David Sharp. So it looks like qualifying's wrapped up. And that will set the grid for tonight. Again, GT3 action. 9th on back, Sanchez. Lockwood, good run for him. 2nd in class. Walters, Tavares, Castillo, and Alfonso in 6th. Then you've got Knight, Corey, Sternhagen, Apex, Shifty Sim Racer, 20th overall, 11th in class. There's the old Monza High Bank. Trevor, P1. Tyler Campbell, P2. Trevor, 0.6 of a second up on Campbell. Juan Salazar, your spring champion, 4th. There you see Sharp and Barnes, as well as Donnie Hot Rod, not posting times. So you see the field lining up under the bridge right before the final chicane. And then the run down into Parabolica. Trevor will set the pace. Campbell, P2. And cars are rolling. So the field getting all set to go. Trevor and Campbell up front. They'll lead them down.
They take the green flag. Campbell and Trevor lead the way through one. They run nose to tail. They go single file through 2 and 3 now. Salazar and Spawn run third and fourth. As they space themselves out throughout the front 6.
There's a view from Sports Car. Looking at Juan Salazar up front. Sorry, you see Walters there. There's Tavares. It's like about fourth back in GT3. There's Tavares in the Audi. Here's the shot from Campbell's car. To Spawn, who runs third. Again, that's where you can really drift that car out wide. Lots of room on exit coming off that final corner. And then it's a run down here to one of the tightest chicanes in Formula One. Here's a bid now for third. Campbell gonna dive it down to the inside. Oh, Campbell. Big contact between him and Spawn. Anthony James will come through up into third. There you see Campbell right on Spawn's tailgate. Oh, there's one off behind them. Looks like Dominguez went around. Dominguez in the BMW. See him sliding down the running order. And here. Now the battle on between Spawn and Campbell. Campbell running right down by the wall. Spawn on the high side. How about James up to third? Ayers and Sharp going at it. Give the spot to Sharp. Now here's where Campbell and Spawn got together last time. And now the battle for GT3, Sanchez and Walters. There's Walters. In the black machine. Chasing that Lambo of Sanchez. These two part of a great battle last week in GT3. And that is one division where the championship's going to come right down to the final event. View out the front of Walter's car. Here's Walters right there, tucked in line behind Sanchez. Again, we saw some great action for the win in GT3 last week. Battling it out. Good hard racing. And now down into the first chicane, it'll still be Sanchez holding the advantage, sitting 9th overall. Well, Walters runs 10th, second in class. And there's JP Alfonso. '15th overall. Chasing down Knight in the Lamborghini. Sternhagen in a Lamborghini in front of that. You see that trio now. And it looks like Sternhagen's picked up a spot. One off to the right was Travaris. How about that? On aptly named Sternhagen straightaway, that's where Zach picks up a spot. There's JP Alfonso. As you see Sternhagen and Knight, couple of Lambos going at it. And quite the little shake-up from 4th on back in GT3. There you see Sternhagen leading Knight. And Alfonso from just outside Atlanta, Georgia, watching on. 1.7 seconds back. He was right there, so not sure how he lost the ground. That was in the scramble where they were avoiding the Tavares car. Now Sternhagen holding serve, 12th overall. But 16 seconds behind Lockwood. Oh, one through the grass. And I believe that was Knight. We'll see. Well, there's a battle for P1. Sanchez still leads Walters. Kind of in the same position last time we saw him. And here yet you can see the 88 of Sternhagen. Drove it in a bit too deep. I'm sure he got a slow down. Oh, and JP Alfonso took advantage of that in the Porsche. It's going to get Sternhagen for sure. And I believe he picked up one more spot right after that. Well, now Sternhagen's got back by Alfonso. And Knight's the one who's fallen back from that battle. You see him about 5th in line back there. Here's a view from Tavares as he follows Knight. And Johnny Apex in the 15, or in 15 spot in the Ferrari. Oh, some contact. I believe that was Tavares into the back of Knight. Knight goes around. There's Hewitt. There's the contact. Not sure, doesn't quite go back far enough. Couldn't tell if Knight was in trouble before that. But he is now pit side. And the GT3 running order, before we go back to talk to GTE, the GT3 running order, still Sanchez, Walters. Then you've got Lockwood, then Alfonso, Sternhagen, your top 5. Shifty Sim Racer, Johnny Apex, Tavares, and Dominguez. Well, Dominguez is a GTE class, so Corey rounds out the top 10. Alfonso just got by Sternhagen. The Porsche gets by the Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. The Lambo driven by Newton, Iowa's Zach Sternhagen. Both these drivers had good seasons back in the spring. The spring showdown for the LATM GP series. A full GT3 car, that one was. This time we've got the GTEs mixed in, but these two still doing battle with each other in GT3. The Porsche, the Lambo. Germany versus Italy here at Monza. And now we've got a battle for third. Looks like Campbell just muscled his way by Anthony James for third spot. Couple of Porsches. Dylan Sharp runs 5th. Spawn 6th. Ayer 7th. D'Alessandra 8th. And now back to the leaders in GT3. Sanchez, Walters. They looked like this earlier tonight. They looked like this last week. These two have not been able to get away from each other for quite some time. And we'll see what happens here as they're going to wage yet another war. Round number 4. Sanchez out to half a second. This is a monstrous gap the way these guys have been running. Sanchez, then Walters, then Lockwood. And then Alfonso, a distant 4th. There you see Sanchez. Walters right behind him. They hit the turtles. There you see Sanchez running 9th overall, Walters in 10th. Lockwood 11th, Alfonso 12th. Ray Dominguez now 13th overall, 9th in class. That's still a long ways back from this battle right here. Again, Sanchez in the green, yellow, and black Lambo. Walters. It's a new color for the summer of 2021. It's called flat black. But he is doing everything he can to find a way around Sanchez, or at least fill in the mirrors. And keeping Sanchez on his toes. And there's Juan Salazar. And it looks to me like Salazar has now made his pit stop. So back to 10th overall. And now running down the GT3 cars. It's got to make short work of these guys to make that early pit stop pay off. Cannot avoid to get hung up behind these slower cars. Spring Series champ now blast down to the inside of Walters. And now he's going to go after Sanchez. Sanchez probably won't be much of a match for Salazar in the GTE. And he will put the move on heading down into Parabolica. So Salazar's got his pit stop out of the way. And we'll see how this plays out. The early pit stop by the Florida Flash. Now they work their way through lap traffic. There you see Sanchez still leading the way over Walters. And then Lockwood 3 seconds behind that. There you see Alex Trevor. I don't know if it's a postal code, zip code. I don't know what they use for different mail territories in Italy, but he's at least one of those away from second place runner Campbell. Some 16, 17 seconds up on second place. Now here we've got Anthony James coming to the pit box to make his stop. There again, Trevor's so far out front. He is coming down the backstretch. I'm sorry, up through the 90s right now. And that is Campbell. Working through some lap traffic. Now down into the final chicane. Campbell second and rolling. That was cool behind him. This is a battle. P20, Donnie Hot Rod. Oh, contact. And I think Corey just got chipped by Donnie Hot Rod. We'll see the replay. Well, you see Corey comes to the outside here. They just touched, and I don't even know if it was actual contact. Might have actually been net code. But unfortunately, didn't end up too well for Corey. You see he's lost the bonded on that car. There you see Alfonso and Tavares. And Tavares is going to pit. Action everywhere. They're spread out all over this Italian layout. There you see Sharp running third. Sharp having a dynamite run here tonight. Now he's going to go to pit road. He's going to drag Spawn with him. There's Salazar. Well, I don't believe that was enough to undercut and catch Trevor. I think Salazar is going to come out safely in P2. And there's Campbell.
Running third currently.
Campbell about 12 seconds up on James. 2.3 seconds up on Spawn. There you see Spawn through that narrow bridge down into the final chicane. like the Porsche of Trevor is absolutely getting it done here today. Taking it to him. That is Zach Sternhagen, who's running 13th right now, who he's coming up on. So Trevor absolutely in waste of the field. He'll go to the driver's right of the 88 of Sternhagen. Underneath the bridge. Down in the final chicane. There you see the lead continues to stretch out for Alex Trevor from Dallas, Texas. And there's Sanchez again. Walters tucked in his back pocket. Sanchez, Walters, Lockwood, all on the same straightaway. So don't count any of the three of them out, but it is getting late. And so far, none of them have shown that they've got anything for Sanchez. There's the view from Walter's car. Walters chasing down Sanchez. Now there's back to Hewitt. Hewitt sitting 18th overall. One of our combatants from the spring series. Sticking with the Porsche GT3, there's David Sharp, excuse me, in that Porsche. Jason D'Alessandro, 7th place overall. How about Sharp taking a sweep to the inside? Almost got a little argy-bargy going into the first chicane. Thought better of it, tucks back in the line. Now he'll follow D'Alessandro. Now James and Sporn going at it. This is 18 seconds behind third place Todd Campbell. This is the race for fourth. Anthony James from New England has the spot. Spawns after it in the Porsche. Check that spawn in the Ferrari. These some beat up race cars. Somebody's missing a hood there. Spawn going after Anthony James. This is for fourth. Fourth spot on the line. 147.1 to 147.2. You see James now flash by the lapper on the right. And Spawn will keep pace. Spawn sticking with James now. But so far unable to do anything with Anthony James other than get to within about a half a second. But some lap traffic to deal with. Looks like Alfonso ahead of this group. And look at that, got in the middle of them. This could cost Spawn some real estate. And now James has got a car between him and Spawn. Again, this the race for fourth. Dylan Sharp with a 146.8, so he is coming. Question is, does he have enough time? And a mistake. Looks like by D'Alessandro. And that will cost him a spot to Sharp. So there's D'Alessandro in that purple, black, and blue Ferrari. And he now falls back to seventh. There's JP Alfonso. Him and Johnny Apex doing battle for 15th. Alfonso kind of his own little race right now. Quite a ways back from Sternhagen. And quite a ways out front of Apex. And there you see Alfonso. D'Alessandro behind him. Here's a view at the front of Alfonso's car. As D'Alessandro gets around. JP Alfonso leading that freight train. On the bridge at Monza, he'll let one of the GTE cars go by. And again, Alfonso having a good run, 6th here in class today. Definitely just not the same speed as Sanchez, Walters, or Lockwood. But he was kind of in the same ballpark as Sternhagen and Draris. And there you see 50 Sim Racer back to D'Alessandro. And he's reeled back in David Sharp. Sharp in the Porsche, D'Alessandro in the Ferrari. Sharp is, going to get around a lap car. He spins out. D'Alessandro will get his spot back. Can't tell who that other car was right in the mix, whether it was the 43 or not. The 43 or 53 had that green and white Porsche paint scheme. D'Alessandro gets through alive, and off he goes. Late stages of this one. There's Campbell, and it looks like he's caught Salazar. So the battle is on for second spot. Salazar in the BMW, Campbell in the Porsche is there. This is all going on 23 seconds ahead of 4th place Anthony James. But there's Juan Salazar, the Florida Flash. Todd Campbell from Seattle, Washington in the Porsche. Campbell has stalked Salazar, reeled him in from a little ways back. And is now giving the BMW driver all he can handle. Campbell's got a good run going into the final chicane. Salazar blocks the bottom. Oh, Salazar in error. And he'll give up the spot to Campbell. So Campbell up to P2. Salazar back to 3rd. And Salazar flicking his lights. Not sure what that was for. No. There you see Campbell now up in his 2nd. Salazar 3rd. Will Salazar be able to rally? Not sure entirely what happened. Salazar went to his left to throw the kind of semi-block. Next thing you know, he was bouncing through the rhubarb. And Walters 1 second back of Sanchez. We have been watching this all night long, and it really hasn't changed a whole lot. Earlier in the evening, Walters was within about half a second. But I think he can get back to within half a second at any point that he chooses. Lap cars trying to get through. There you you see Walters. And right behind him, I believe, was Dylan Sharp with the bobble. How about Walters? He got a run there. Trying to catch Sanchez. Late stages of this one. And Walters now 1.1 back of Sanchez, who's slowly sneaking away in the battle for GT3. Into the final chicane. And now on to the backstretch before the Parabolica. Through the Parabolica they come. Walters 1.3 seconds behind Sanchez. Nothing for the 8th place car overall. So Trevor still leads. And it's over. Campbell will come home second. Salazar third. Looks like James in fourth. We're still following this Sanchez-Walters battle. But I don't think Walters has got anything last ditch here. Spawn's going to come home fifth with D'Alessandro sixth. Ayers in seventh. And here's the race rate. The lead in GT3. Sanchez and Walters. 2 seconds up on David Sharp. 10th overall, 8th in GTE. You see them work through the chicane for the final time. And a big hats off to Alex Trevor, the Dallas, Texas driver. Gets it done here at Monza. Class winner, Sanchez, off the Parabolica for the final time. And he will lead Walters to the stripe. Another feature win to Sanchez in the Lamborghini. Walters will come home second. And again, the GT3 absolutely steals the show. Just like has happened all year. The GT3 races have been absolutely dynamite. And you see the last of the cars coming to the start-finish line. Another BMW coming to the line. There you see Spawn and Alessandro running side by side. Perfect. Well, I'm on vacation, so we're going to call it a night. Alex Trevor, your feature winner here at Monza. I apologize. My broadcast partner, Jordan Maudsley, some power troubles at home this evening prevented him from hopping on. So I'm doing it well on vacation, but definitely worth watching. A good show here tonight. Campbell comes home second. Salazar in third. James fourth. Spawn fifth. D'Alessandro sixth. Kevin Ayers seventh. Then you get into the GT3 winner. Sanchez Walters second. Ninth overall. Sharp, a solid finish as well. Lockwood in 11th. Again, David Sharp comes home 10th. 8th in the GTE. Ray Dominguez 12th. 10th in GTE. 3rd in GTE was Jose Lockwood. Then the Ty Tavares, 13th overall. Sternhagen 14th. JP Alfonso 15th. Jorge Apex 16th. Shifty Sim Racer 17th. Andrew Hewitt 18th. David Barnes 19th. Donnie Hot Rod comes home 20th. Only 3 laps down. Good showing for Donnie Hot Rod. 21st, Doug Cooley. 22nd, Stephen Knight. And 23rd was Castillo. That does it for Monza. We'll see you next week. The next round of the LATAM GP Open Summer GTE-GT3. On behalf of myself and the production staff and all the folks at the LATAM, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next Thursday night for more great iRacing action. LATAM GP style event number 5.